folks, let's head over to our censorship news. We've been covering here for a good while. Let's talk about it. What's going on censorship-wise? All right. Irish Online Safety Code. Oh, these bullcrack acronym alphabet companies that are funded by taxpayers. Irish Online Safety Code would give media regulator authority to punish video platforms for videos that indirectly lead to harm. So what are videos that indirectly lead to harm? That's the question. Is me talking about this video leading to harm? Is me waking up people to the fact that they've been robbed especially the last 4 years? Is that creating harm? I mean, they got to be more specific here, because this is beyond what they're going for here, because this could be anything. Advocacy group Free Speech Ireland has issued civil rights alert as the country's authorities are working to introduce an Irish online safety code that seems to be, at least in part, inspired by the UK's hugely controversial Online Safety Act, which we covered here before too. For example, although first glance much smaller in scope, one point from the proposal is reminiscent of the Online Safety Act's legal but harmful doctrine. It is punishing online platforms, specifically video ones, for content that indirectly leads to harm. So there it is right there, civil rights alert, Free Speech Ireland. Guys, go check these guys out. These guys look legit. And considers the harm caused by user-generated video includes harm generated by other user-generated content that is indecisible from the video. For instance, a video depicting a famous member of ethnic minority might not be harmful in itself, but would indirectly lead to harm if attracted comments. So they're enticing hatred and violence. So if you put a video up of a guy stealing a package from somebody's house, and let's say the guy is of a racial different background or something, and you put that video up, and then other people see that, and then other people get mad at that group or whatever. So they're trying to stop. Like, oh my God, like they're getting way overboard with this. And here we go. Elon Musk, Zuckerberg is rigging U.S. elections for WEF globalists. Of course they are. Everything's fixed. Nothing is real. It's all a selection. It's all a lie. Elon Musk has warned that tech tyrant Mark Zuckerberg is quietly rigging the U.S. elections on behalf of the globalists of the World Economic Forum. On Friday, Musk was attacked by a Democratic activist who objected to his recent comments on the suspicious of irregularities on U.S. elections. It's all fixed. None of it is real. And again, I just see X or Twitter as freedom of speech with no freedom of reach. Australia's e-safety commissioner complains about X reinstating censored accounts. So if you got your account, basically taken down during the pandemic and you got it reinstated, well, Australia is worried. They're scared because Australia really needs the next 4 years to disappear real quick in a heartbeat, because nobody wants to take accountability for the last 4 years. That's for friggin' sure. Without considering the possibility that there were perhaps too many of them to begin with, Australia's e-safety commissioner is complaining in a new report that X, since the Musk takeover, has fired too many safety and public policy personnel. Good for him. What about those fact checkers? Those fact-checking people. A lot of them have like 2-3 college degrees, and they have no idea if they're tricking or treating, and they wear flip-flops to work in the winter. It's crazy. They gotta fix this. They gotta fix this. The sum of the new policy, according to this Australian office, a government agency that's independent but supported by the Australian Communications Media Authority, which is taxpayers, is that X is now less capable of tackling online hate. And then what's online hate? I mean, I don't see anything. Anyways, let's keep. Rand Paul, only person who colluded with Russia was Hillary Clinton. So remember all that internet lockdowns, or like tracking you more on the internet, tracking your emails more, tracking, and all the laws and all the crap they've been putting into place the last pretty much the last 5-6 years to really track things down. Well, why? Because of the Russian collusion, and who else is colluding with Russia? And they've taken away a lot of Americans' freedoms. Let me get my camera fixed here. And I was calling it Patriot Act 2.0, massive censorship. And Patriot Act 2.0 is basically running rampant right now. And they are taking your censorship away because of other people claiming things or saying things that never happened. And then Senator Rand Paul has slammed the mainstream media's double standards surrounding baseless Russian collusion allegations against Trump, saying the only person we all know who colluded with Russia was Hillary Clinton. Oh, yeah. Canada, police say protect the privacy of thieves. Don't post videos of them stealing packages. So people living abroad or whatever, Canada, depending on your situation and your financial situation, a lot of this is considered forming an opinion. Like something happens or whatever, the police would come, investigate it, and chalk it up as forming an opinion. And that's been happening to a lot of us here in Canada, where not just packages, like illegal websites put up of people to slander them, illegal cease and desist orders, like stuff that doesn't, like just doing this and creating a massive problem to the general public. And basically police is just, it's forming an opinion, right? So how far does forming an opinion go? It's what side you're on, right? If the police know you can't pay a bill, or the police know you're broke, and the police know, they're going to leave you alone because they already know you can't pay the fines. So in Canada, it's kind of chalked up to forming an opinion. So Quebec's police force, can't read that, has advised residents against publicly sharing surveillance videos capturing thieves stealing their packages. In recent years, the phenomenon of porch piracy has become an increasingly troubling aspect of urban and suburban life as online shopping has surged in popularity. So too has the opportunity for thieves to swipe unattended packages from doorsteps and porches. And there is the Benoit Richard, and he's urging people not to put the videos up online of people stealing your packages, because that is considered forming an opinion. So there it is right there, and let's move on. And X restricts access to accounts criticizing Turkey's President Erdogan after government's orders. So again, taking the knee. The social media platform X publicized on Wednesday that it is strategically restricting access to certain accounts that critique Turkish President Erdogan. This decision echoes earlier restrictions implemented before the general elections in May in accordance with the controversial censorship laws. I don't even know why the hell they're having elections in these countries when we already know who's going to be selected. That's something I never understood. Why would they waste their time having elections and taxpayers' money? And UK communications regulator forms 350-person team to enforce UK's new online censorship law. The authorities in the UK are thinking of the children. Remember this Online Safety Act we talked about? I don't know, like 3 months ago? Well, it's back in the news. But really of online censorship, says critics, in doing so, thanks to the Online Safety Act, there you go, are dipping their toes into the long since established in the U.S. revolving door policy. In the UK, there is evidence of this flow going in one direction from private big tech corporations to government jobs. And again, they are outsourcing this through government jobs, so it stays in the public sector, right? Not private. So it won't be, right? It won't be private sector institutions running this. It's public sector, but it's all tax funded in the end anyway. Nobody in their right mind will want to invest in a company to spy on people. Nobody in their right mind will put money into a startup to spy on you. Let's spy on grandma tonight. Everyone donate $50. Like, no one will put their money into that. And that is what is happening. And that's why it's becoming heavily public sector, heavily taxpayer oriented, heavily. Anyways,